Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I only 3.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their
ideal leader of a team. I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
The field, in this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second. Interesting one to start the season in the NFC West. A lot of people think that this is the 49ers division to lose, but you caution not so fast.
Remember Seattle 2022? A playoff team, and the Rams, they took a dip, but renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of optimism, and 14 back a lot quicker.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice ones picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. People across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. This will be a short gain of 3 before he becomes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. A 22-yard. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Rams set to go to who topped the 50,000 yard. Year 15 now. Here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. First run now for Kyrim Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's now a 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a race.
No one play, won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And you give up a lot of momentum, you get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 1st down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. That will go as a pickup of... So the completion there. Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for it. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. On.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
It's coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. But I do understand why.
This is the other one. Guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jersey.
Get down. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball?
Ayuk going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. A little juke. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down. Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he a great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead.
You would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons. You just see that in the entire offseason and know game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not, what a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have design, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. Ooh, with a juke. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second quarter action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Escapes the defender. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he rifles one in.
Thing right. Excellent coverage. Breaks on the football. Just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Push down. Looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Seahawks. Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jamar Chase, as the first half is winding down. The season openers are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He may go.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. Christian McCaffrey, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Mike Williams, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Sam Howell, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as all. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. Proves not a good decision. The offense ready to go for their next drive. So they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is just anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own. Leonard Williams in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growth.
On the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And of the second half. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Walker hit and the ball is out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football. Return.
They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. Keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Here in week 1, a very solid start to this new campaign. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A nice first.
To arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4.
It's about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line for 6 and a 1st down. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down yard line, 2nd and 6. Now a handoff running through the middle. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. The mission setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So there you go, Charles. How about this?
It just points to me how confident that this young man is, but also how much confidence his coaching staff and teammates have in him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative. Play offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A lot of talk this week about out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone is in, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your...
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touch. Los Angeles. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua. Well, and the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And running with power here. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him.
Ball changes hands. They're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Seattle offense ready to get one was incomplete. It's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
together, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And this is going to be another 1st down, 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
he may be a rookie. 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon.
That early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll be. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. Back to throw. Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we're coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing again is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to. From Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds to 40. This 2nd and 4. Stafford now to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll be inside from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell. Yeah, that's good. That'll make it 2nd down. To the air again. Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The utter domination here just can round about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him a yard on the run and 2. They'll set up a throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not getting up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Myers connects on the PAT. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
To back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's corralled, but not by 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he's going to go down. They get to him. Clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will log on to EASports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from